Welcome back. It's Jason Walter here, and here's your latest housing market update. And this is actually some big news. This is because real estate brokerages Redfin as well as Compass announced today layoffs amid a housing market slowdown. So that's the topic of today's video. I also found a letter that's actually directly from the CEO of Redfin with this announcement as well, so I'll share that with you guys as well. So with that said, let's go ahead and dive right into the video. And of course, if you guys get any value out of this video whatsoever, then please hit the like button and greatly appreciate that. So here's what Yahoo had to say regarding this, Yahoo Finance. This, by the way, was announced today, the 14th of June. It says here Compass is going to lay off about 10% of its workforce, whereas Redfin will cut about 6%. For Compass, these cuts total about 450 employees, and that will contribute to an estimated $21.5 million to $23 million in costs before taxes in the second quarter. This is because when you lay off employees, obviously there's some costs involved, such as severance packages, for example. Also for Redfin, it expects to cut about 470 employees and estimates that severance and other costs will total $9.5 million to $10.5 million. And because of this announcement here, the stock for Compass as well as Redfin has been tanking. So the stock for Compass is now down 75% less than its initial public offering of a price of $18 a share in 2021. And obviously Redfin has been tanking as well, down almost 92% since a peak in 2021. So check this out because this is pretty crazy. So again, Compass IPO'd at $18 per share. Now at the time of this video, $4.26. As of today, they're down 10.5%, and year to date, they're down 55.39%. And Redfin stock is down almost 5% today. They're also down 79% year to date, and also down 86% compared to 1 year ago. In any case, here's the actual letter from the CEO of Redfin, Glenn Kelman. Here's right here, Glenn Kelman, the CEO of Redfin. He actually published a letter regarding this layoff today at the time of this video. It says, Redfin, I'm sorry to say that we're asking about 8% of our employees to leave Redfin today. And for the next few hours, managers will call the people leaving. And it says here, with May's demand down 17% below expectations, we don't have enough work for our agents and support staff, and fewer home sales leaves us with less money for headquarters projects. And you can see this drop in demand from the latest housing market update on Redfin's website here. They have what's called the Home Buyer Demand Index. That's an index based on requests of home tours and other home buying services. So 2022 is this red line here. I've been reporting this to you guys for several months now, but as you guys can see here, 2022, they were at levels above 2021 until April hit. Obviously, April is when mortgage rates hit 5%, and now rates are closer to 6.3%. But as you can see here, their index for home buying services absolutely tanked ever since then, and now they're down 12% compared to 1 year ago, on par with 2020. It also says on Redfin's website here that this was the 8th consecutive week of declines in their index for the week ending June 5th. I think it's fair to say, though, that even though Redfin is seeing fewer demand from their agents, it's really fair to say that we're probably seeing fewer demand overall from home buyers. So when you go onto showingtime.com, real estate agent showings across North America have been declining compared to 1 year ago. The most recent data that we have from them is through June 13th of this year. So as you can see here, the orange line in 2022, right now we only have an increase of 3% in the number of home showings by real estate agents compared to the first week in 2022. Compare that to 2021 at this time, we were up 28.5% compared to the first week of 2021. So in other words, the delta there is approximately 25 percentage points. We're also seeing fewer home buyers submitting loan applications for home purchases as well. So according to the Mortgage Bankers Association, or the MBA, the unadjusted purchase index decreased 18% compared to the previous week and was down 21% from the same week 1 year ago. This index, by the way, is based on the total number of people submitting loan applications for home purchases. And now total mortgage applications, which also include refis, are now down to its lowest level in 22 years. And of course, one of the main reasons why we're seeing a big decrease in home buying demand is because of rising mortgage rates. So right now at the time of this video, which again is the 14th, the 10-year is at 3.479, just shy of 3.5%. Absolutely insane. The highest levels since 2009. And because that yield has been increasing, so have mortgage rates, as I've been reporting to you guys. So as of today, mortgage rates on average for a 30-year fix is 6.28%, and basically that's for people with excellent credit. If you have less than stellar credit, this rate is actually going to be greater than that. In any case, those with exceptional credit, the average rate right now is 6.28%. 1 week ago or last week, average rates were about 5.5%. Also, 1 year ago, the average rate was 3.05%. So that's an increase by 3.23 percentage points in 1 single year. In other words, because we're seeing this giant increase in rates, it's not surprising that we're seeing these layoffs take place. All right, so going back to this letter from the CEO of Redfin, he went on to say the following. We're offering laid off colleagues 10 weeks of base salary with an additional week of pay for every 12 months of service beyond 1 year, capped at 15 weeks of pay. For agent and support roles, severance pay also includes bonuses as well. We're also paid departing employees the cost of extending healthcare coverage for up to 3 months. This should give you until the end of the summer to find work. And he goes on to say the following here. I said we wouldn't lay off people unless we had to, and we have to. A layoff is always an awful shock, especially when I've said we'd go through heck to avoid one. Mortgage rates have increased faster than any other point in history, though, and we could be facing years, if not months, of fewer home sales. If falling from $97 per share to $8 per share doesn't put a company through heck, I don't know what does. And he says here, it's time to make money. We're losing many good people here today, but in order for the rest of us to stay, we have to increase Redfin's value. And of course, we do that by making more money. And he goes on to say the following here. Today's layoff is a result of shortfalls in Redfin's revenues, not in the people being let go. So now they're basically going to be looking at fewer projects, smaller teams, shorter documents, and less analysis. And here's where they're going to be cutting back on costs here. It says we'll spend less on analytics and user research. That's kind of a bummer because I actually really enjoy sharing their housing market updates and their housing market trends on their website. In my opinion, they do a really good job regarding that. So it'll be sad to see if we're going to be seeing fewer updates on their website regarding that. And it says here, when we were turning away tens of thousands of customers in 2020 and 2021, we had to hire 1,000 employees a month to catch up, requiring berserk levels of recruiting, training, and licensing. There's no avoiding that those groups will be hit hardest today. And here's how he ended the letter here. What's most important now is treating the people leaving with humanity and respect. As always, you can call or email me to vent, grieve, ask questions, or get help figuring out your next move. So comment below with your biggest takeaways from today's video. Thank you so much for watching the video, by the way. Hope you guys have an awesome day and look forward to seeing you on the next video.